Well, hello, welcome everyone to today's stream. So, who is ready for today's lesson? I see someone already here. Hello Nate, how are you? I was just preparing everything to get ready so we could start. Let me just reduce the sound on my headphones a bit because I could barely hear myself. So, yeah. Uh, For today, I had planned to basically attempt to finish more of my web framework so I could start managing my websites without having to come here and debug every single thing. Apologies, something was stuck in my throat. Uh, so yeah, I was thinking maybe I should do something like the image upload system so I can then start the part where I can embed images at will. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm actually curious to implement. Since I already have the basis, I just need to basically assign website IDs and yeah, say that it should handle the image upload part quite nicely. Just needs a lot of testing. So if I go into here, I can already get images. I can upload by sending a file, and I'd like to maybe do multiple files and be able to assign multiple names to them, but that's a bit more advanced for what I can do at the moment. Hello Zir, how are you? Welcome aboard. I was just going over what I'm going to do first today. Let me also update up here. So, implement image upload from the admin dashboard. It's going to be the main point at the start. Going to try to basically get all of this to work by communicating with the website. I'm obviously either going to use the API itself or introducing the data directly to the database. Either or could work. I think basically cloning this into the admin one might be my best shot at the moment. Because I'm thinking about hosting the admin dashboard only on my private network, since I can just VPN into it and it's basically secured inside my infrastructure. So yeah, wouldn't risk exposing it to the outside world. So yeah, going to then start working on the controller. I do something like file upload or file management controller, something like that. This extends controller. Yep, that one. So now it will have an empty body, an empty constructor, I mean. Do this, and I'll feed it the necessary things. So I need the context, that one I can just grab from here. I'll also include the logger. Crap, that's the key I meant to press. Okay, just like that. Use Express or Next.js. Yeah, I thought at the start to use any JavaScript based framework, but I have almost zero to none, mostly none experience with those. Best I used Angular at the given point, but I'm more comfortable with working with the the ASP.NET Razor system, and maybe in the future I can try learning the Blazor one, but for now I'm trying to focus on the Razor. And yeah, since I almost work all the time with Razor, it's what I have most experience with. So to build a quick framework for myself, I prefer to go with that one. But yeah, in the future I'll have to learn more frameworks. Let me just implement this. Not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. First, fix this. Okay, now you can do that. Not that. Read only fields. Yep. And the context. Yep. Okay. We have the image here. Is it this one? Yeah. That's the context one. Okay, I just need the file service, which I suppose it's just the API that has it. Yep. Didn't you guess it? I didn't want to use communication with the API. I'm starting to get limited on what I can do. Let me copy this over as well, because I don't want the admin dashboard to communicate with the API all the time. Okay, get file, delete file, file service, etc. Okay, this is in the admin services part. Okay, I'll need to inject it. So let me go into the program and first let me see if I injected on this one, because I'm unsure. Transient. Yep, I did. Okay, I'm going to copy over and set it up here. Yep, it's that one. Import. Okay, so now if I go into here and say file service, and enter this read only field. Wait a minute, I pressed the wrong key. Yeah. I'm from Portugal. Yeah. Okay, that part is done. Let me grab this one and put it in this one. Okay. Why is the toolist sync not working? It was missing an import. Get file name, etc. Okay. Now I'm going to also include something like public sync task action result get image. I'm going to say index. The index will have all the files uploaded to the database. I think I've heard of that place, but I know almost nothing about it. Sorry about that. Okay, let me grab an image list. Images here, and I'm going to basically make a view model first. File management view model. Okay, say that it has a public list of image. This one, images, get set. For now, that should be enough, but you can also pass a list of all websites. websites, get and set. It's the northern of Iraq. Okay, yeah. Actually, I might have learned about it in like elementary school at the time in geography class, but yeah, that's been a really long time. So yeah. Who was this? Let me grab as well the list of websites from here. Might not be needed, but never know. To list, I think maybe I'll do it for the image uploads. Okay, new file management model images equals images. Oops. Websites equals websites. So I'm passing a list of images that are currently uploaded, a list of websites. Then I'm going to list them in the view, and essentially I'm going to include a file upload button, or maybe like a space for file uploads, with a toggle for the website. And from there it will basically handle this upload part here, if I'm not mistaken. .NET? Yep, .NET. If I'm not mistaken, I'm currently using .NET 8. Yeah, .NET 8. It's what I'm most familiar with, and basically I work all the time with C# and ASP.NET in my actual job, so why not do all my projects in .NET? At least the ones I mostly need all the time. What was I trying to do? Oh, yeah, file upload. Let me tell it to create the view. Let's see a fellow .NET developer. Create view, index with layout. I might do like this and then replace with how I use on the others. Pages, file manager. Oh, I actually prefer it here. Thank you very much. Okay. And show me how I do the index for this. This one here. Okay, that's an empty. Okay. Use the normal layout. And we have that page model. Okay. Going to copy the style. List. View back. Let me copy that to here and then change what I need. Okay. So images. This part here will change, so I might even remove it. Yeah, I'm going to remove it for now. Stay images. Add. Okay, this is for the model. I'm also going to take this out for now. The only things I need is essentially this. And say this will be image. Okay. Say image image website name, I'll keep it because I'm going to include the website. Image.name. Our name. I'll pass. I don't think I need this. And this as well. So what I'm going to do is include a button here that will handle something else. This one can go away. Delete from file management. Should be that one. Yeah. File management, delete, and send the image ID. That's correct. And here should be get file. Not it. Get image. Alright. And say that the file name equals image.file name. If I'm not mistaken, that's how thing is searching at the moment. File name equals file name. Yeah. Okay. Now I need to adjust this name. Let's also try the extension, just for the sake of it, because if I'm not mistaken they are separate. Yeah. Okay. And here goes the extension, and now I need to go in here and say public GUID website ID get set. If I'm not mistaken, that's how it's set, but I can compare with the others. Where is the common? There it is. Let's see, page website ID and website. Yeah, that's what I supposed. Need to copy into here. Okay, that seems fine. Go into here, entity framework, add migration, and say edit website to image upload. Don't remember if I can just. I think it will complain if I have spaces. So let me do it like this. Use the API, that's correct. Migrations folder. Yeah, keep all the settings. Oops. Recommend someone start learning code? Yeah, I'd say I'd recommend, yeah. If you have some sort of project in mind that you want to do, I'd say go for it. Like try to see if someone has made something similar to what you're trying to do, and basically take your hand at it. I learned to code by basically trying to do stuff. Like for example, I started by learning Delphi, if I'm not mistaken, because I wanted to take my hand at doing a web browser, in quotation, web browser. And basically I searched how can I learn to code. At the time, basically Delphi was the recommended beginner language, and basically I searched Delphi web browser, it showed me how to make one, and yeah, my curiosity started from there. And then in high school I started to learn, for example, Visual Basic, Pascal, and C Sharp, and just went from there. I basically tried to get some project that I really wanted to do. For example, Nemitia, my game, was what started my journey into, for example, game dev. I really wanted to make a game, and I had a few ideas. So I basically started watching videos how to basically build games, how to work in Unity, because At the time, it was the only engine to support C#, and since I was most familiar with that language, I decided, yeah, let's go for Unity. Going to dedicate hours into learning this. I have the time, and basically, it all starts with that little spark of curiosity, and just let it flow. Eventually, you will learn how to code, if I'm explaining correctly. I'm currently dealing with a bit of work exhaustion, so my mind might not be at 100%. Not mention that I seem to have something stuck in my throat, so sometimes I kind of fail at communicating. I'll drink some water, see if it helps. But yeah, uh, if you want to basically learn more, I can try to find some other YouTubers as well that have awesome content for beginners to basically learn how to make their own stuff. That makes sense. I'm learning Python 3 right now, and I want to use AI to help me business implement chatbots, etc., but mainly building apps. Okay, that's really awesome. In AI, I actually can't teach because I'm really beginner level. I still haven't learned a lot of about AIs, LLMs, etc. But my curiosity has been piqued lately, and as soon as I'm finished with this web framework, I might try my hand at something like a mini chatbot to help me during streams or something. Can you show the state of your project? Yeah, I can. Essentially, for now, I only have the admin dashboard fully up and running. It still runs locally, but it basically serves the purpose of managing my websites. One thing I will eventually implement is a preview when I'm editing pages or creating them, but besides that, I can virtually do anything to my websites that are using my framework and basically edit anything I want from here. For example, if I go to professorleo.com, the About Me section, that is a bit easier for me to edit. So, for example, imagine I want to just mess around with this and say, let's do a paragraph. I still haven't implemented the code editor here, it's still a text box, so bear with me. Uh, Editing this live. How many days did it take me to create? To get to this point, I'd say like 5-6 days, maybe a bit more. If we amount to like working 8 hours a day, like 5-6 work days, maybe around 10 at most. I try to do most of the admin dashboards live. Just the inner workings I didn't do live because at the time I was still in hiatus, but I can try to show sometime. Uh, yeah, for example, now it shows editing this live. So basically, the part about adding and editing the pages is working. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate your feedback, gives me motivation. Keep up. I I'm really happy that it does. I try my best to basically get everyone into at least learning how to code. But yeah, if there's anything I can help, I can try my hand, but Python isn't my specialty at the moment. But yeah, basically I've been working on this since maybe January, like in the planning phases, and the integration part has started maybe March, and in the beginning of May, I really started going at it, tried streaming, and right now it's basically at this point here. Thank you. I do try my best. Uh, Menace. What is that? Let me do a quick search. Looks cool even with a simple input. I don't actually know if on the internet are similar projects, but it seems cool. Thank you. I did try my best since I had some experience with WordPress and I thought, why don't I try to make something for myself? But basically for multi-website level instead of just a single website dashboard. And basically that's what is currently here at the moment. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 websites placed. Oh, it's an AI. Okay, we'll need to take a look at it when I have some time. Um, Before the stream, I was actually taking a look at Gemini because it has a free API that I can use. And yeah, this all started because I was watching the Vidal stream and I was like, how did he make Neuro? How did he make Evil in Neuro? I really want to know. I want to know how I can try to make it in a smaller scale. How does it communicate with all your websites? So basically behind that is every website has its own API key, which is both how it communicates with my central API and how I identify which website is trying to get data. From there, it basically like prompts for the pages, the layouts. If I can show here, for example, pages controller. It sends the website ID, get pages. It will get all the pages for that website, get page and specify the page route. It will get that specific page for that website. So for example, if I pass the ID for my main website and then pass home, it would get the home page for the main website, and it passes as HTML content and then shows it on the website itself. Then there's things like the website layout, for example, get layout website. Essentially everything is dynamically placed on the website. So I can easily go into the dashboard and say, I want to edit my layout. Let's go into here, edit, and send. So for example, if I open this, here's the full layout for the Omega Leo website. I can cancel. I think the cancel button isn't programmed at the moment. Yeah, that was my bad. Professor Leo, for example, I have here how it's coded. It has these tags here to define, for example, in my code I have it looking for these specific tags like this with the square brackets and say if home URL replace with the home URL of the page. If, for example, page content replace with the page content. I have also one for nav links. All the navigation links that it obtains from the page's database. So for example, in here, it grabs all these routes and outputs the title. And then grabs the link by generating for example, it grabs the home URL and pastes the route in front. And besides that, I'd say that's it. It also loads style sheets immediately from the layout CSHTML. Didn't need to open that one. If I go into layout CSHTML, that's really cool. Thank you. It was a lot of work to get it to this point. My luck was that once in PHP I tried to do something similar, but for basically a WordPress clone, and I got the knowledge from there, and I thought, okay, this in C# has to be likely done as well. So I started going at it and found that, yeah, it does. I just need, for example, map URL actions to get the CSS, to get the meta tags. I have sections that also obtain meta tags from the pages. So, for example, if we search into the pages, I have something in here called keywords. It's what it loads into the meta tags. The description is the same thing, and yeah, basically that's it. Once this is completely done, I might clone this project and make it open source, so everyone can try their hand at it. Of course, I need to write manuals and everything else because, yeah, it's fine with me because I'm the the owner of the project. But if someone else tries to grab my code, it might not be the same because they might think in a different way compared to mine. So, yeah, that might not work immediately. So at least I'm going to try to make a manual on how to use the web framework, or maybe an install guide or something like that. But yeah, this is one of my best projects at the moment. I'd like to say the games are at the top, but I can still not say that at the moment. This web framework, although the most recent one, it's currently my masterpiece, for example. Uh, Continuing. Where was I? Because I got sidetracked and I lost my train of thought almost immediately. Oh, I was having issues with the database, that's right. For some reason, it's not liking what I'm doing. So you plan to further maintain it after the publication? Yes. After the publication, I'm basically going to keep a copy of the admin page on my local network, so I can manage it from my phone using my VPN. And basically I'm going to clone this project and basically make a skeleton out of it, like clean all my app settings, etc. So yeah, my info doesn't leak, and then put it on GitHub and continue maintaining it from there. But yeah, I'm going to see how it goes, because right now it's still a bit in the baby phase. It's still growing. I need to still put quite a few hours into it to get it into shape for publication. But yeah, I'm starting to like how it is working. Uh, so that's website to images. Eventually I'm going to switch from images to files. Allow file upload and not just image upload. But yeah, that's in the future. Right now, I wanted to figure out why it's freaking out with the database. Unless I have to... userlib.net.netef. Let me see if my console has access to it. It does. So, what I'm going to do is copy this and try to do it manually. So, should be maybe working in a team. Yes, I can see that in the future. Once I manage to expand myself, at the moment I'm a single dev working on games and websites, but I'd honestly like to get a team at some given point when it starts getting affordable to get a team, because right now I'm doing this out of my own pocket. So yeah, at the moment I can't expand. The development, this should be in web projects. Second WebDev, yeah. Megaleo dot framework. Yep. ls. Okay. Let's try from here. Not execute because the specified command or file was not found. Possible reasons for this include you misspelled a built-in command. We intend to execute a .NET program, but .NET EF does not exist. No, it does. We intend to run a global tool, but a .NET prefix executable. Okay, I wonder if my rider kinda broke in some aspect. This part, I mean, it should be working. Let me do a quick search for what might be causing this. Okay. Command.net. Let me try the .NET tool install, see if it starts working. Okay, figures as much. .NET new tool. So something broke, but what might it be? Language and frameworks. No, it's not in here. .NET. I think there are enthusiasts who would like to work with you even for free if the project is cool enough. That might be a possibility, yeah. As soon as I manage to publish it, I can try to gather like a small team of maintainers for the project itself. That's honestly good thinking. Let me see. I'm not watching wrong. Not what I wanted. Oh, .NET console, move it. Okay, this is the first time this happens to me, so trying to figure out the issue. Either I updated something that I shouldn't have, or... Okay, export path, home.net tools. Could it be that? Okay, what's going on? We're not illuminating. So might be some issue with my path. Alright. Let's try to tab maybe and try to run this again. No. Let me try to update Rider. If it has an update, it might be something related to that. I'm honestly not sure what happened. Because last time I did this, it worked. So something in the meanwhile, when I did some upgrade command or something might have given it some issues. Let me just re-logging into my JetBrains account because it logged me out. Okay. Okay, I'm logged back in. Alright, it's currently unpacking. Let's see if once this is done updating it kinda fixes itself. Otherwise, I might not be able to update the, the database, which is kinda bad at the moment. Because I kinda need that identifier for the website. Megalio framework. Will it work now? It is good to see someone not vibe coder. Yeah, at most I might ask something about from AI, but I don't purely work on AI. I work on my own knowledge and Stack Overflow at most because I really don't trust AIs for coding. Even at work, it's like, oh, you should use Copilot. It it really works, and we pay you a license and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, maybe for autocomplete, but no. Why did the coder quit his job? Because he didn't get a raise. Oh, that's a good one. Uh, love that one. Okay. Let me see something. For some reason the audio. Oh, video pause. Continue watching. Yes. For some reason YouTube paused the video. I was wondering why I didn't have any background music. Okay. Where was I? Oh, updating. That's right. Edit framework core. Added website to images model. Continue. God damn it. Okay, what's wrong? Didn't I have some sort of script in here? No. Because normally when stuff like this happens, I usually place a shell script so I can fix it. Okay, you intend to run a global tool, but a .NET prefix executable with this name could not be found on path. Okay, let's try something different. I'm going to go back here, all the way back, and I'm going to say like this. Damn it. Okay, starting to get stumped on why this isn't working. .NET tool install. No, let me see. .NET EF. Okay, it's .NET EF that's not installed. Right. You gotta be joking. You gotta be joking me. Okay. Let me see something. I'm going to close window, reopen it. .NET EF. Nope. Linux.NET EF not found. .NET tool install global. Yeah, I don't get it. Unless the SDK broke lately, I don't see what's wrong. Okay, .NET tool install .NET EF, .NET EF, .NET tool list. So you mean to tell me that you say .NET EF already installed, but you don't show it in the tool list? Microsoft, what the hell did you do? Or what the hell did I do? Okay. .NET EF already installed. EF for tools, not installing properly. .NET tool is global. Okay, might have missed the global tag. There it is. Alright. .NET tool, update to global. I tried vibe coding at the moment. I didn't even know at the moment that it's called vibe coding, so I tried to make a website with only AI. to get my lazy ass up. At the end of the code looked like a mess and solve a bug. I had to spend several hours because I was lazy to think. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, yeah. Uh, I think I once tried to basically. What was it? I know I tried to implement something with AI and I basically ended up giving up and doing it myself. I think it was the. What was it called? Procedurally generating dungeons in Nemitia. Because I was getting stumped on how to implement it. And at a certain point, it was giving me so much junk code, and I was like, nope, going to start from scratch. Never mind. I never was here. Yeah. Oh, okay, that might be the issue. For some reason, it's showing as 9. Yeah, don't see that's working well. Uh, Development. Oh, that's missing. Preferably type my own paths correctly, no? Leo, development, WebDev, Mega Leo, .web framework, OS, okay, that's working. Okay, yeah. Wants to bet that because I'm running .NET 8 on the website and .NET 9 on the tool, it's essentially messing up. Because I'm starting to bet on it. Let me see, .NET version 8.0. Let me go on a wild guess and try to downgrade this to 8.0. .NET EF downgrade. How do you do it? Okay. Okay, this might work. So I need to uninstall it and I think if I do it like this, the allow downgrade. Okay, I try to do it like this, right? .NET EF. Okay, for the sake of it, let me restart the console. .NET EF. Nope. What am I going to do with this code? Because I can try to do it manually, but it would break migrations. And that's something I don't want to do if I'm going to publish this project later on. So, let me see if I can fix this. Okay. Linux.NET EF not found. Microsoft.NET EF migration error. Okay, export pass. EF migration without initial create. I am not going to use AI for this because most of the time AI won't know how to fix this issue. I've tried multiple times at work and it amounted to nothing. Let me see. Which of these projects have the migrations? It's this one? Yeah. So I'm going to go into the common and .NET EF migrations add. Good night everyone, see you soon friends. See you soon script. Have a nice night. Edit website to images. Still the same. Something here isn't right. Let me try the... okay, not here. Let me try the install script again, but without the global. Try to install it on the current directory. Okay, .NET to install .NET F version 8.0.11. Okay. Won't be staying on the stream for long because tomorrow I have some things to do. Keep going and I hope you won't lose. Okay, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I'll go at it for maybe another 2 hours. I hope tomorrow goes well for you. Have a nice night, and I'll see you soon. Okay, let me see. Permits for location search. Specify the D. If you would like to create a manifest, no. Alright. Something really is screwing up here. Let me see a video on how to resolve this. Okay, that's done. .NET EF, .NET 2, .NET 2, install local, that's it. Okay, that doesn't exist. Unless it's because of the version? Nope. Usually in a repo root directory. Is it because of that? Nope. .NET tool run .NET EF. That also doesn't work. Hypothetically, if I put the global tag, what do you do? Okay, fair enough. Home.NET tools, etc. Trying to send. Is it something with CSH that is messing up with the thing? I don't have any other terminal. What do I have? Xterm? Okay, that also uses the one. And I'm going to guess that warp doesn't do anything. Okay, .NET EF. Okay, it's because of ZSH. Found the issue. Now let's see how to fix it. ZSH .NET EF not found. ZSH command not found .NET on Mac 1. Assuming you use the installer and it ran to completion, it will place .NET executable in user local bin. The folder as user local bin .NET info returns something, etc. Sudo lnls, not that. Damn. All tools are not found on ZSH. That's it. I don't believe this will work without a profile, because in that case we won't be able to load the path and variable with the path to the shim folder. That's correct. To install only modifies paths for bash. The instructions printed when .NET tool install doesn't find the tools directory. Welcome. How are you, Shini? Yeah, I'm currently trying to fix .NET EF in ZSH because like 2 weeks ago I installed ZSH on my terminal and apparently it borked the .NET EF tool, so now I'm trying to fix it. Okay, for ZSH you'll need to modify your .zsh rc manually to append .NET tools to pass. Oh, also when I mean add .NET tools, I mean with an expanded tilde. When sourced from the SSH, it would expand. The SSH does not support tilde on pass like bash does, i.e. it does not expand when searching it. Would it be better to use a $home, or is the problem no sort of expansion at all? Should be the same depending on how we set pass. Do you mind sharing how it was set? Alright. So, if I understand this correctly, if I do nano zshrc and set somewhere in here, let me see where. Okay, these are my aliases, not what I want. Manually to append to pass. Where is pass? Pass to your home ZSH team. Uncomment. Would you like to use another custom folder? Plugins. User configuration. Man pass. Okay. And this is for aliases. Right. So, if I do something like export pass equals home mega leo.net tools and saved it, and for the sake of it just restart it. Okay, .NET EF. Okay, I think I did even worse. Yep, I porked it even more. Get it. Not get it, I want Kate, that's it. Open file and open the ZSRC. Thank you. And just delete this. Okay. Where in God's forsaken name do you have pass? Because otherwise I'm going to have to run the commands manually from warp, because it's the only one that doesn't have ZSH installed. And thank God for that. CD to here. Okay. Let me grab whatever this was trying to run. Copy. Go into here. For now at least, I have this fixed. Development. WebDev. That one. Okay. Control Shift P and ladies and gentlemen, we have built. Okay. Entity framework tools version is older than blah blah, update the tools. Okay. And the other command was .NET EF database update, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let me update database, see what it generates. Okay, that's the command I want to use. It was database update, I just missed the projects, that was it. So yeah, if you are working in .NET and have ZSH installed, be careful because that will be an issue. Oh, I know what's missing. Let me go fix in here. and say public list of images get set. Add the migration again. And let me see if like this it fixes it. Because otherwise I need to... yeah. The outer table conflicted with the foreign key. The conflict occurred framework DBO websites column ID. Unless I have the same ID for two things, it shouldn't. Let me do something. I'm going to go into here and just boop, disappears. Watch me do magic. Okay. To mess around with this at the moment. Let me try to redo the migration and see if that fixes it. This one? Yeah, that's the base update one. Okay, there's a migration that it's searching for. Okay, I don't know why. Let me take this out. Let's see. Yep, that did it. Okay, need to be careful when I do those kinds of things. Didn't update. Oh, I know why. If I go into here, now it should have the extra field. It doesn't. Yeah, I done goofed somewhere. Let me see, sometimes it has like additional migration variable somewhere and might be messing that up. Okay, that's fine. Let me rerun that command for update. Okay, that's it. F, this update, etc. Okay. Control Shift V. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Do it. Okay. Did it do it this time? Okay, no, nothing there. Okay. Without this, you still don't have that. So something is not exactly as planned. Okay, what did you do in the migration? Of course you did nothing. Because I messed up something, didn't I? Bear with me, I sometimes don't goof like crazy. Website style sheet, etc. Yeah, might have done goofed. Going to API. Doesn't have anything. I'm forgetting something. Let me undo whatever I did there. What's it called? Snapshot. That's it. Okay. So put that there. So this is the image one. By going here and revert, and then go down here and revert this, and revert this. Save it, and delete this. And for example, let's say to add the migration, where was it? This one. Let's add it again. Okay. There it is. Images, website ID. Okay. Images, websites, website ID. Okay, that seems fine. Let me remove this from here and see what it says. Of course, conflict occurred in database framework table video websites column ID. Give me a second. Let me see if I don't expose the API keys. No, so I can do this. Okay, do you have any cloned IDs or something? You don't. Is it because you have data in here? Because besides that I don't see a clear issue. Let me search. Okay, let's try it. It occurred because you tried to create a foreign key from table to blah, but and the values in didn't match with any of the values in table net. Okay. You cannot create a relation which violates referential integrity. Alright. Let's suppose by chance that it's because I have data in this one. Because yeah, this one doesn't have that same thing. Because it could be because of that. It's trying to add that column, but since it comes up as null, yep, that was it. Essentially what was happening is it tries to add a column, but since the default value will be null, it throws an error because it isn't a foreign key belonging to the website IDs. So yeah, it's not a valid one, and there you have it. Now if I go into here and just refresh, yep, there it is. Okay, I'm going to need to basically create this from scratch. And I just remember something. I kinda don't want it to upload to here the files. So yeah, it should upload to the API itself. So basically what I was doing is incorrect at the moment, and I won't be able to implement it live on screen for the moment because I need to go grab an API key. So essentially that's it. But yeah, I can move on to the next point in my list, which is to add post categories, and yeah, that's going to be another issue, isn't it? Let me see an easy way for me to get away with this. I could go for the same thing I use for the tags, which is comma separated values, and just say, yeah, your post categories are a string that's comma separated. have fun. And that avoids this same issue that will require me to essentially nuke the post table. So yeah, let me just X. Thank you. Okay, let's go for that approach. I'm just going to write here in my whiteboard image upload via admin. So for tomorrow's stream in the afternoon, I should have that part ready to go, and we will work on the image upload. So for now, I'm going to do the post categories, and let's see. If I go into the models post, let's put it in here. String categories. Get set. Just for the sake of it, public list of type string. Get categories. Return string dot split. It's just dot split. Never mind. So categories is not null or empty. Do categories dot split by comma. Otherwise, return a new list of string. Oh, and to let me say it's an enumerable. Okay, that's easier. So, like this I can get the categories and then program something in here to basically split them by that. And the avatar froze. Of course it did. Let me go down here. Kalido. Let's try this again. For some reason, once it gets to like an hour, hour and 15, it suddenly breaks. Might be something with memory or something like that. Need to eventually find out why. But yeah, moving on. So, essentially what I want to do would be something like go into here and say get posts. Let me see. If I pass here and say like this category string category. I will support YouTubers like you. Please don't quit and don't lose motivation. And once you get famous, don't forget that symbol from Afghanistan. Thank you very much. I do try my best, and I'll be here for the long run. Don't worry, I won't be gone. That won't happen again. So yeah, you'll have to put up with me for a good time. And yeah, hopefully you will all stay through this journey, and maybe you'll learn something from me for once. Let's see. So where was I? Okay. I want to add and p.categories get categories dot any where category is equals to whatever I input ordinal ignore case, because sometimes I might forget and not put in the ignore case. And now let me add the same. Okay, maybe I don't need it anywhere else, because I kind of want to do a custom component which is a calendar. So for that I need the category to properly display it. Okay, this is going to be quite the job, not gonna lie. Let's see. Web, show me the views. Post list tag helper. Is that it? Etc. Tag helper context. Okay, I know what I want to do. Public string, like this. Category. Get set. I can just make it like that. And say. Oh, okay. Let me do one like this. String category equals empty. And let me do something like this. For pass equals this. I'm going to send the pass to here. And if category is not null or empty, pass equals pass dot join path and the category. Okay, that should do the trick, so I don't have to constantly try to do this category. Okay, and say for example, now if I go trying to remember post list model API. Okay, category equals at model dot category. I'm going to edit the model for this one. Cancel. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, just uses view model. Oh, okay. That explains it. Public string category get set. Okay. Now I need a way to basically grab this page content split. Yeah. I need this in a different way than what I want to do. I need to get something like a regular expression into here. Yeah. Split options. C# regular expression split. Regex split. Could it be something like this that I'm looking for? Okay, A to Z. Something. Okay, so considering something like, okay, let's build a pattern then. I have basically a cheat sheet open. It's going to be a bit hard, but let's go. If contains post list like this, so it detects if I, for example, put space category. So you're going to have a pattern that should look something like, not really confident, but a post list. Okay. Thank you, Alpha. Yeah, this really won't be that easy. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to use AI, but at a given point, something like this might have to be with some help. Okay. Because regular expressions are a bit out of my personal box, for example. Okay, for matches. I want regex split. Wait a minute. Each chunks equals regex dot split the input, which is my model dot page content, and the pattern that I'm going to use. I'm going to comment the old code. This also returns a string. Okay, you're going to render the page chunks. I don't know how I'm going to handle this. Okay. So, this allows me to grab the split, and now I want to extract the value, basically. Because my idea would be to pass something like post list category and streams, for example. Something like that. Thank you, Beautiful. Welcome. How are you? Currently struggling with regex. Okay. Let me see if I can find a way to extract the value. Okay. So, in order to do this, trying to think. So, matches. If you don't struggle with it, grab a cup of coffee and go. Yeah. I'm actually asking Copilot how I can do this because regular expressions are way out of my usual tools to use, so I'm a bit in the dark. But besides that, yeah, this might be the only scenario for now. So, given that it tells me to use something like this, let's modify this to my exact thing. Car, category match, category will be matches, but first for default, and I want to grab groups 1.value. If I'm understanding this correctly, I'm going to put a breakpoint here, and I'm going to essentially send the category here. Oops. Let me add category. Okay, and the model itself doesn't need a category. Now let's see if this works. I just need to update the database to include the category fields. Migration added category to posts. Of course, it doesn't work like that. Let me grab the command, Control Shift V, and that works here. Okay, and update the project. Let's go. Okay, now if I go into my database, about this, do we have categories? Yes, we do. Okay. Now, I'm going to need to do something. I need to first edit this in here to show me the categories. This website. To add, I need this one. th scope equals call and categories. Table categories. Okay. Then in here, let me basically copy this and say categories. Post categories. Same here. Okay. And on the edit page, I need to exactly do the same. I can just copy this and paste it here. Let me update this as well. Alright. Tags, categories. Okay. Now I need to add the post controller to accept that. So string categories. Categories. Oops. Forgot the comma. Categories equals categories. Can copy this. Not really. String categories. And post not categories equals categories. There we go. So, on the API side, we are done. I should publish the API, but for now, let me run it locally. So let's start by debugging the admin dashboard, going to the API and debugging it, waiting for it to load properly, and then loading, for example, the Professor Leo website locally. Okay, we have the admin dashboard. I'm going to here. Yep. Did I remove? Yeah, I removed that with the line that I did as a test. So let me see. I can search by website and category. That's nice. Means that it's working properly. So now I should be able to start the Professor Leo website locally. And okay, we have categories right there. Let's say stream date. I need to fix this before we can proceed, because otherwise that's going to mess up with the code. So let me go into here and say place me like that, and I'm going to fill out this page. Okay, so it's showing the datetime like that, but I need month, date, y. Let me grab Kate and write on the side. New file, month, slash day, year, comma, hour, minute, second. Okay. So let me see if my hypothesis is correct. To string today. Okay, should be this one, comma, HH. Not exactly. I know how to do front end, but I'm mostly back-end developer. Also, hi. How are you? But yeah, I mostly work with backend. The front end is basically a mess. Most of the times I work on it. It's usually a bit glued with tape, for example. Okay, let me see if it's still not showing properly. Might have to reload the admin. I think because I have multiple instances, it's not showing properly. Let me close. That one must stay open. Control F5. Let me see if now it loads as it should. Still doesn't. That's quite annoying. Yeah. I might need to use a different field for the date. Because I'm starting to see that the one this uses isn't working properly. Let me see. So, that messed up. Let me use this one. C#, no. HTML date picker field. Let me see how this works. Date. Try it yourself. Yeah, it should be something like this. Oh, thank you, no. How to add a date picker in one using HTML. So yeah, daytime local does want. Okay, that website isn't working. Otherwise I'll just put it as a text and edit it by hand. Because I'm not seeing a better option. Input type date, name date, post date, audio. Okay. Yeah, let's try input type date and see what happens. I'm going to delete this. You are going to be input type date. And same for the one that's here. Because I don't need the time per se. How to learn backend? It depends on the language you're trying to learn, but essentially I'd say search on YouTube for tutorials on how to start your journey in backend. There should be a lot of free courses on YouTube for that, depending on the language. For example, do you have any specific language you want to learn? C Sharp, PHP, let me see what else. Python maybe? I think Python can also be used properly for this, because there are multiple paths that you can take to basically learn backend development. Let me see if I can find something. Backend developer. Let me see a roadmap. Okay. Free code camp or programming with Mosh. Let me see. Okay. This explains the programming languages, the version control, the data structures, design patterns. Okay. Yeah. You can start by, for example, taking a look at this. It's a roadmap video by Mosh, programming with Mosh, and it basically explains all the steps to basically begin your learning journey. It explains every part of backend, and from there, I'd say pick your languages, pick how you want to do the project you want to do in backend, and just try to see if there are any courses for that. For example, I'm going to this. Okay, say for example I want a C# backend development course. Okay, I can go into here. There's a playlist I can basically take a look at. There's a 3-hour video on how to build and deploy your first production-ready API, which is a focal point of the backend. And yeah, I'd say this could be a good starting point. But yeah, if you need anything else, feel free to maybe join the Discord server. I'm mostly there all the time, so if you have any doubts, feel free to voice them there, and as soon as I have a bit of time, I'll take a look at it and answer. Let me see if I have the command working, because I remember I had the Discord command. Yeah, there it is. No worries, I'm here to help. So yeah, if you have any questions, I think I have my email in the stream description as well, in case you want to reach out by there. Let me see. I have access to it here. Actually no, I have my Blue Sky. The Mastodon doesn't exist anymore, or isn't in use. So yeah, Blue Sky is also a way to reach out to me if needed. So yeah, I'd say Discord, email, and Blue Sky, all viable ways to reach out to me with any doubts, and basically that's it. Now continuing where I was, let me see if placing this as a date field fixes the issue I was having. That was an annoying issue. I'm going to here, reload this. Okay, still shows as MMDYY. Let's see. I really don't understand a lot of front end, so pardon if I make any mistake that's really dumb. HTML date field not setting the value on float. Not setting the type date field, default value to today. Well, do I really need to use JavaScript to set the value? Or is this just pulling my leg? Okay. I need to format it like that. I wonder if that works. Let me see. Where's the edit page? Here. I can basically put this back as datetime local because I kind of wanted to also say the hour the stream will be on at, but I might be mistaken. Pro tip: use ChatGPT to create a simple cover thumbnail for YouTube video. This can make you. Yeah, the way I'm using it right now is basically I have a simple template and I just put the programming languages on it, but yeah, I have to modify it a bit. But yeah, thank you for the tip. I'm going to see what I can generate and base myself on with it, basically. Let me just do a small water break. Okay, I'm back. So, what I wanted to do. I need to find a way to load a value into a datetime local. Because I need the hours themselves. So, of this, let's say HTML load value into datetime local. Oh, already have that here. Okay. There's an offset. Not exactly what I want to do, because I don't want to use it like that value. Okay, let's do something like this. Right. Let's see if I can do something about it. The string. Y and M B and T. I think it's HH. Yeah, that's all I want to do. And let's try to put the seconds as well. This works great. Otherwise, I need to see how I can pull this off. Because from my knowledge, I'm running a bit out. Okay. Hallelujah. There it is. Okay. Sorry if I say streams. And now save. Please tell me that the is proper. Yeah, image. Categories, streams. Okay, I am quite happy about that. So, now if I go into here, there it is. And say for example, I now want to essentially get so, okay, I know what I want to do. Let me go to the pages, homepage for Professor Leo, and do something like this. Post list, category equals streams, save changes, and in here. Okay. Did you find a category? You did. Okay. That makes me happy. Let's see if you can maintain that. If I go into here. Okay. Managed to obtain the category there. Alright. Let me see if I'm not exporting anything that I shouldn't. No. It's good. Let me go into the API and say in here. Okay, F5. You hit the right one. Okay. Working on my website. Okay, I don't know why I placed it like that. Yeah. Alright. I somehow placed the category there, but for now, let it be. Let me test by creating a new post. Say, example. Oh wait, I don't need to. I was going to test a post without a category, or with a different category, and I already have one. It's right here. Streams. Save changes. Okay. So now I should have two. Let me take this off. Okay. Filtering by category is working. So that's one step closer to what I want to do. While filtering of posts by API call, yep. Okay. Now begins the fun part, which is I'm going to try to build a calendar from this. So now that's going to be the fun one, because I really don't know how I'm going to implement it. Give me a sec. So, according to a friend of mine, basically the bus service in Lisbon is having a few a few strikes and the subway is closed, so it's hectic. Damn. Alright. Where was I? Oh, calendar. Okay. Let's see how I can design post calendar. HTML, CSS, post calendar. For example, see if someone already implemented a design that I can at least use or base myself on. Okay. What I want to do is basically, I think it's something like the first one. Yeah, have the month. Let me see. Okay, not exactly what I want to do. I wanted to basically make it dynamic, which makes it a bit harder. Let me see another good one. Because I kinda want to show some sort of thumbnail or something. Kind of mock-up. Okay. React time date range picker. Date JS, CSS only. I'm certain that someone might have done it at some given point. Let me do it like this. Google.com, please. Because I really don't like using Bing. Okay, how to make a calendar using CSS? I mean, it's something like that, yeah. Uh-huh. Except I want it dynamic. Because, yeah. Create a dynamic calendar. Bingo! Just JS. Okay. Dynamic calendar. Spell sheet, spells.css. Alright. Adding functionality with JavaScript. Alright, calendar dates, month, year, previous month, next month. Alright. Get full year. Get month. Render calendar. Okay. Let's try to do something then. Okay, for now, let's skip the... maybe not. Trying to think. Because I don't know if I want to skip the CSS for now. That might come to haunt me eventually. Let me see. I have post list, and I can say something like calendar. Oh, that would need to be another field. Not easy. Kinda made it harder for myself this time. Unless I said something. I said value of fields doesn't work. Think seriously about this, because I'd rather do a specific page and then embed it, but that might not work. This is quite a conundrum, I must say. I'm going to need to add another field to the post list. Let me see. Mr. Copilot. I now want 3, 4 calendar equals boolean as well. Okay, I'm going to grab all of this code and see what it does. Okay, so I need to update my pattern and see what happens. So it has to be something like this. Okay. String category and string and calendar equals null. Okay. I have something different here. Okay. Model.page content. Oh, I know why this part was showing improperly. It's chunk 1. Okay. That should do the trick. Either way, I'm going to set it like that. And okay. Then I pass. Okay, why is category not properly? Oh, because of this. I don't need the console right line. Okay. And I just need to pass a new one saying calendar equals at calendar. And this will do something different. But I don't know how well this would do. Okay, we have string calendar get set. Right. And in here, if okay, I need something like full.tryparse category out not category calendar out for calendar. Let's see the music again, because YouTube is completely messing up. Yep, it messed up. Okay, that should be better. Alright. Not what I wanted to do. Like that. Let's say if the calendar dot is not null or empty, we're going to full try parse if calendar, then we are going to do this in a different way. Else, we are going to do it this way. Okay. Now, let me grab what I was reading on this side. This side is actually reading on screen. Alright, this is in JavaScript. Okay. This is going to be harder than I thought. Let's be creative about it. So, let me see. Output dot tag name will be equal to div. Output dot. Okay, the class itself. Let me see. Class calendar or post dash calendar. Okay, do I need oh, I need an HTML coder default, please. Okay, and let me see. I want to basically var get var date time dot UTC now. This is going to be even more complicated because I then need to translate to the user's current time zone. Okay, never mind. It will be for future me to do, because otherwise this will be even more hectic. Okay, var date equals datetime UTC now, and var month equals date dot month, var year equals date dot year, and let's basically go through and try to find out all the days in that month. Try to find a specific day. So for example, I want to build a table which will be var table equals new tag builder a I mean table, and table add CSS class post calendar. I mean I can just search it in a different way. Never mind that. So I need to also create a tr. Let's say header row equals new tag builder for tr, and let's see. I'm going to need to add header row dot I'm going to need to create several table headers. Let me see. There should be a way for me to basically do something like weekdays equals, let's put an array like this, Monday, Tuesday, set target type with string, Okay, something like this. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It needed I can compact this a bit and save. Weekdays not for each day equals var header equals new tag builder th dot oh, header dot value. No, there should be a way to set the value itself in a text or HTML. Okay, equals or dot append HTML and a string saying the day. Then header row dot append shouldn't there be the sort of content? No. Container dot inner HTML dot append and then the child. Nope. And HTML. Okay, that's it. Okay. Then if we go into here and say table dot inner HTML append HTML header row. Let's see what it draws. Because for now I want to test to see if it generates a table with the weekdays as headers. So I change this. This one is the Professor Leo. Let me restart it. Yes, I know. Okay, that fixed it. In here. Okay, this can go away. It still shows like that. Let me close a few of these and go to pages. And from here, load this one and say for calendar equals true. If I'm not mistaken, that's how it should be declared. Check. Yeah, you can just put a space and the regex handles the rest. Now if I go into here, what do you do? So you know that works. Let me see if it's something on this side. Okay, calendar is empty. I might have done goofed again. Let's see. Okay, place this here. What do you get? Page chunks. What is in your one? Oh. Now you kinda messed me up. Alright, so the page chunks one, okay. Now I get why you're kind of freaking out about something. Let me go into here and say page.model content And in here, let me say it's the last or default. I want the first or default here. And even still, I kinda should replace what does try to keep your spam messages to 2-3 times mean. An example, if someone tries to get my attention and spams the chat, keep it to at least 3 messages at most, because otherwise I only see a wall of text from the same message. So yeah, turn-based combat, yeah. Yeah, you are facing me on guard. Yeah, basically that's it. Okay, this code here, I'll need to change it because this no longer works the same way, and this will break. What I need to do would be replace maybe with this, but it might fail. Let's see. Refactoring a refactor classic solo dev status. Yep. Essentially trying to put regular expressions where it didn't have any, because I want to pass variables inside a special tag, which is something like this. So filter by category and say that it's calendar true. And I think I borked it even more. That's possible. Let me see. If I F5, bro, just use link. What's that ugly nested loop? Whatever. 6 out of 10, no trigger warning for regular expression. Let me see. Okay, this is true. And it passes true. Okay. Okay, that seems like what I want. And now, do I have a table somewhere here? And it just... Oh, I know why. Makes sense if I add it to the output, no? Okay. That should do the trick. Let me sit down. I've been standing up for the last 2 hours and 15 minutes, so yeah. Legs were starting to hurt a bit. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Alright. That worked. Now, let me see how I can get the days of the month. C# get days of month. Getting number of days in a month. Okay. I wanted something like... Okay. If I get the days in a month, and then this is going to cost a lot, if I'm not mistaken. Get first and last day. Dynamically calendar from current month. Something you built to present yourself to the world. I'm starting catch up. Yeah. Essentially, I have this, which is my admin dashboard for my framework, and I have multiple websites that are going to use it. The first one I'm building is the streamer website, which, yeah, is the one that will present me to the world as a streamer, VTuber, whatever. and we'll have a small calendar with all the streams. Essentially a stream schedule that is dynamically generated. Pilot when cover what drops. Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, essentially what I'm doing is building the framework and the websites all in one, and basically allowing myself to edit the websites on the go. For example, if I'm on vacation and need to do a small edit, I just pop on my phone, on my laptop, log in, change whatever I want in the website, and it updates automatically. No need for me to recompile the whole website just for a minor change. So yeah. Essentially imagine WordPress but in ASP.NET C#. Okay. Get this unique, something like that. First day of week is a month. Let's create a calendar dynamically. Okay, and the music stopped again. Okay, there we go. Bishop and Razor dynamic calendar using HTML table. Exactly. First day of the week. What's the why the 42? Oh, to generate the calendar as a table, you need to generate a 7-column by 6-row grid to allow for all possible months. So your loop needs to iterate 42 times, not the number of days in the month, where the first cell is the last Sunday of the previous month, unless the current month starts on a Sunday. To calculate the date in the first cell, use that. Then generate table in your view, do that. Okay, and there's a bot. Let's see. I need to basically execute a ban, but I need to go into my dashboard for that, because the solution I'm using isn't working. Yeah. There's the manager and this guy will go bye bye. Ban Dreezy. There we go. Freaking bots. One would think that the streamer bot had the filter already done for that. Okay. One is from 2018, 2019. Let me see. If start date dot month equal get date month. Add the date name headings. Right. Or int what I equals 0. So the 42-day loop. Does your model have hands or is he incapable of flinching? He is incapable of flinching. Let's see. Step off cookies so that disappears from there. Okay, start a new row every 7 days. Is that so? Indomitable human spirit, yeah. At days 1. Okay. I might be able to do something here. Okay, let me see if I can dynamically generate this via the helper. Won't be easy, but let's see what I can pull off. So we know that we have an var slot 42 and the number of rows is 6. And now let me see from the code how the start date is determined. Okay. So start date is like this. And I need to grab... Oh, hello Vamp. How are you? You joined just at the right time. I'm trying to build a calendar. I'm doing well. Feel a bit tired from work, but it's going well. Already on 2 hours and almost 30 minutes and still not feeling tired from streaming, so I'd say today is a good day. And basically I'm trying to build a calendar to dynamically generate a stream schedule. So yeah, let's see how that will work. Basically to embed on the streamer page. So for example, in here I can have the embed for the stream and below like a calendar for the whole month to essentially say on which days I have a stream planned and at what time. Yeah, trying to basically make it appealing. See something. Okay. Now let's see. This might work out though. It's going to be a dumb solution for now. But yeah. Let's see. Our first day of the month equals date time. But now dot first. There should be a way. Resume this Batman when JS chooses when the 300 auxiliary row vars in each function together, who will come to your aid? A good question. Who will come to my aid? I imagine some sort of fire that I start by trying to run some code or something like that. Future Professor Leo in shambles. Yeah, essentially. Because what I'm trying to do isn't the most appealing solution possible. It's something, but yeah. Let's see, how do you get the first day of month? Okay, fair enough. You basically create a variable saying the first day of month. Here. I already had the variables at hand. Okay. So. Let's say for int for var I equals 0, I lesser than 42. Wait. No. So I have 7 columns. Let's declare here so it's more readable. Column 7. So I++ for var j is j lesser than rows j++. This will do the 42 in total. And now let's say our current date equals start date, and then this will be the one I increment. So current date. So this should be the Sunday. Let's say the week starts at Sunday most likely, if I'm reading correctly from this. Yeah, Sunday, Monday, ends on Saturday. Okay. And now, stream avatar close again. Wait a bit. Close Kalido. Open Kalido. Set the right camera. And record. Okay. I should be back again. Okay, yeah. So, let's say var. Here we generate the row equals new tag builder tr, and in here we say table dot inner HTML append HTML row. This will pass all the way up here. Okay, and in here we have the, what do you call this part? Okay, yeah, let's call it field, and I'll update it eventually. So we have a new tag builder td, and say td dot field dot inner HTML equals current date. Oh, wait a minute, I need to find first the post for that date. But I can do something like, okay, let's do it like this. Var date div equals new tag builder div date div dot class add let's call it date field, something like that. Oh, hello mother, how are you? I was currently trying to dynamically build a calendar of posts, but it's not an easy one. No, this is Rider. It's also from JetBrains, but it's a different IDE. I use it for C# or .NET in this case. But yeah, I also have Android Studio installed, actually, but I barely use it. So date field, and let's say var, just so I don't forget this, field dot inner HTML append HTML, date field, and row dot inner HTML append HTML for field, and then current date equals current date dot add base 1. Okay, that should do the trick. Okay. Then we want a date label equals new tag builder label dot inner HTML equals the current date dot day. Just that. So I need to append HTML and then do this. The string. Okay. Date field dot inner HTML append HTML date label, and then if posts dot any or let me see where posts p dot date created. It's not really date created that I want, but sure enough. Year equals current date dot year, and great. I'm learning C++ and DSA. When I finish it, I will start C Sharp. Okay, that's quite a few languages. I'm impressed. I tried learning C++ a few years ago, but I didn't get anywhere with it, actually. I need to pick up the studies on that one of these days. Because last time I used it, I tried to participate in a GBA jam, but didn't end up finishing the project. Had some conflicts and basically C++ for websites. No, it might be for something else. Imagine coding websites in C++. That is going to be a headache. Because you need to code basically everything. Yeah. By the way, I think your volume is low. I have you at max and my ears don't bleed yet. I can try to raise my microphone a bit more, but let me see. It might start popping a bit. Gain. Oh, I even reduced. Let me see. Tell me if it sounds better. Because now it's a bit higher. I increased the gain, but now it should start popping a bit, most likely. I haven't tested it at higher volumes, since I'm using a gaming headphone microphone, so yeah, I really didn't have time to test it. It isn't popping for me. Okay, the noise suppression is working then. Good. Because yeah, I have actual microphone, like those ones with the arms, but it started picking up the noise caused by my air conditioner and I couldn't fix it. I tried a lot, but for example I had a stream where my voice was really low, and when I tried to fix it post stream in Audacity, it basically captured only the noise from the air conditioner. My voice was barely understandable. So yeah, the audio was ruined, essentially. And I don't know why. Like the microphone suddenly stopped working properly, and had to basically fix it by grabbing the headphone microphone that is an attachment, like from my supplies, and basically tinker around with it quickly, fix at least for the next stream. And yeah, since then I haven't touched the setup, anything else. So yeah. Where was I? Times temporary value. Oh, equals. Was forgetting about that. P dot date created dot month equals current date dot month, and p dot date created equals year current date dot not year, day current date dot day. Since the times might change, we can hear you. It's great. Awesome. I will not touch anything else before I break something. Okay, so if this finds posts for that day, month, and year, it will basically append to this. I'm going to grab a list of the posts. 8 posts, something like that, and say where. Give me this as a to list, please. I mean, as an enumerable, it also works. For each var post in the posts, let's add var post div equilibrium. The limit of times you can edit a file per day before the hidden bugs breach containment and break the delicate apparent stability of the intended behavior. Yeah! I'd say I'm at max for the whole month with OBS. If I touch anything else, I'm afraid it will break. Even the other day while testing some things around, like OBS crashed my whole system. I'm not even joking. Like, I don't remember what I was testing, but as soon as I opened OBS, just boom, everything stopped working. Like, the computer went down. Face reveal. Actually, for streams, I'm not planning on doing a face reveal. But yeah, technically my face is public already. My main website has it. For now at least. So yeah, but besides that, I prefer having the VTuber avatar because I like it compared to my face, actually. And it allows me to express myself a bit more looser if I'm making myself understood. Yeah, because basically I feel a bit restrained when I'm showing my own face compared to this avatar. I don't think I can pull off as many emotions as this little guy can do. So yeah, that's basically the explanation for why I'm not using a face cam and instead using this avatar model. Plus, it's quite fun. I can customize this little guy to whatever I want. But yeah, I was like, oh. So, new, it's doing something, okay. New tag builder, let's call it a div. And I'm going to say post div dot inner HTML will equal append HTML. And for now, let's just output the post title and see what happens. How did I do the VTuber avatar model? So essentially, when you go in my stream, so if I go from here to here, grab for example the latest stream, the one you are currently watching on, I have in here a section called about my avatar. I basically went on what was the shop called? Fanbox, if I'm not mistaken. If you go on Vroid Studio, it actually points you to the shop, and basically I searched for an avatar I liked and clothes that made me look a bit more professor-ish, and basically found this outfit. Then on Vroid Studio I joined everything. I made sure everything was compatible with Vroid Studio, and from there I just exported it as a VRM and loaded it in a program called Kaleido Face. It's this one right here, which is currently grabbing my expressions. I just drag and drop the VRM file, configure it to use my cam as face tracking. Give the noise on me has grown too loud as a face trying dying light. I salute you and thought to join you again someday. I like you, chill guy. Try to sleep before the next shift of work, keeping in check the weakness of the flesh is vital. Yeah. Essentially for me, I don't have any work tomorrow, so after this stream I can sleep all I want and there won't be any issues. Tomorrow is a holiday in my city, so I basically don't have work and I can stream a lot earlier. So yeah, I'll see you again sometime then, Juan. Feeling a little verbose today, a little cheeky. uh, okay. Oh, oops, I kind of broke the avatar a bit. Oh, can I reset this? I borked it because I clicked on it. Oh crap. Is that character tracking? Oh crap. No, it's not. Okay. Okay, that should be fine again. Yeah. Let me... Okay. I won't touch it again. That was like a 360 flip as a firewall. Yeah. Instead of clicking the window to drag, I basically clicked on the avatar. And failed. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. I guess I'll see you on the next stream or sometime. Yeah. I'll see you soon then. But yeah, continue where I was on. Yeah, about the avatar, I left the stores for where I got this the model and the clothes. And besides that, yeah, just popped it in Kalido, have it tracking my face with the camera, and basically it works fine. Sometimes it crashes, but I mean, what's the best I can do with free software, so yeah. Now, how was I with the code? Oh, here. Let me see. Now I can just go into the date field, inner HTML, and append the post div and see if it shows up. Besides that, I don't think I need to add anything else. So I'm getting the posts for that day, otherwise I'm just showing the current day. I'm setting the field, row, etc. Current day. I'm incrementing by 1 day. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's restart the app and see what happens. Let me just drink some water. Okay, that worked better than I expected. Thank you for the tutorial. You're welcome. If there's anything I can help out with, just say the word. I also have a Discord server that everyone can join to ask me anything, be it about stream, about doing VTuber things, anything. Let me just write the command. Okay, I didn't have any of the channels selected. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Basically, this is a link shortener that I created using my domain. The web framework also does this. Basically, ProfessorLeo.com is already using the web framework. And now I go in here. Onto here. This started Sunday. It did. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is the next month. So I went over by... Okay. Needs a few adjustments, but it did most of the job. So I'm a bit happy. Now, what I need to do is append the date label first in here. Okay. This will guarantee that the date, the day is shown first, and then the post for that day. Apply changes. Let me reboot. And basically, we have some sort of calendar that's working. Okay, for example, WebDev working on my website. Let's say I'm going to go into posts, and I'm going to say I'm going to copy the exact thing that's showing in the dashboard. So here, working on my website management system, and grab the embed code. Copy video URL. Oh, I get it. Okay. So something like that. I can make changes eventually. Stream web development, streams, image URL for now. I'll just post it like that. So Thursday at 9:30 p.m. in Professor Leo. Save changes, and there we have it. So now it should show another one. I reload this and let me the next song. Okay. Oh, it came out of the playlist I had it on for a minute. Play all. Okay, there we have it. YouTube is bugged sometimes. Okay, and there it is. So it's starting to work. Now I can, for example, allow it to be a link, and I can basically do the CSS. But since we are already reaching the 3-hour mark, I think I'm going to end it for now. We are going to have another stream in about 15 hours. So yeah, we are going to have a lot of streams this weekend, so look forward to it. But yeah, for today I'm going to sign out. I need to do some things in background and also get some sleep. And basically that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed your stay in the classroom, and I'll see you guys soon.